What's up with you? For today's video, we'll be full Pidove evolution team. We got Pidove, Tranquil, and Unfezant, male and female. The abilities we got are Big Pecs. Got some big pecs, people. And Super Luck and Rivalry. Probably the best ability here is going to be Super Luck. The other ones are kind of situational, but I think these are pretty interesting Pokemon, and we're going to be using a team of 4, so just one of each, so it's going to be pretty challenging just with these flying and normal type Pokemon. I've got 3 battles today with the Pidove evolution team, and I hope you enjoy. First battle, this one is against Zirkle, and this was a 4v6 battle, and it was a really long battle, like something else. So the first Pokemon we got here is going to be Swiggity Swoopat, and I've got my Pidove. So this Pidove is a choice banded set. I've got Super Luck as the Quick Attack, U-Turn, Dual Wing Beat, and Facade. Now, I didn't really use the Super Luck ability per se with like any like Night Slash and things like that, but I thought it was a little bit better than the other abilities for this set. So we're going to get tricked, a Sticky Barb, and I'm going to be going for a Dual Wing Beat on the Swoopat there. So I got some pretty good damage, and now Sticky Barb is going to be hitting me, which is fine. Now I'm going to go for a Quick Attack here. I didn't think it would faint it, but it got reasonably close for another one. Now little Swoobat's going to go for a, am I saying Swoobat? I mean Woobat, man. I'm going to get roasted for that one. Anyway, it's a little bat with the wings and a love heart on its nose. So go for a second Quick Attack, and that is going to be the end of the Woobat there. Now, this could be a team as well, and let me know in the comment section if you can guess it. Now, is there anyone out there that truly likes the Pidove, Tranquil, and Unfezant evolution line? Like, do you like any of these Pokemon? Let me know in the comment section of the video. I'd really like to hear if there's any people that really like these Pokemon. So we're going to swap in Tranquil there, and we've got a little Meowth that's going to clap their cheeks with the fake out. So I've got a bulky Tranquil. I've got Roost, Feather Dance, Toxic, and Fly. Big Peck is going to be the ability because I thought that'd be important on like a more tankier set. And Everlight as the item, of course. Max Health, Max Special Defense, and I also gave it Careful Nature too. So we're making quite a bulky set. So here comes the Lunatone here. Now Lunatone is actually quite a threatening Pokemon for this team with all of its rock type moves. So I was like, okay, well, if it's a physical set, I could go for Feather Dance here. So I went for Feather Dance. Lunatone is going to go for an Iron Head. I'm guessing they're trying to flinch me there. And now I'm going to be dropping his attack, which is really good. So even if it's got, I'm sure it's got a rock type move of some description. And that's going to get some leftover recovery. But its attack is going to do, like, it's very low right now. Unless it, of course, gets a critical hit. I actually will say this with Tranquil Shiny. I think I like Tranquil Shiny the best out of all these. Because with Unfezant Shiny, they didn't really carry it through. So now we're going to go back into Pidove here. I thought it'd be best to swap it out and see what it's going to use. And, Pidove has already got like a low amount of health anyway. They tried to get the Sticky Barb KO with a Fake Out earlier on, but I wasn't going to allow that one to happen. So now we got this Lunatone here. It's ready to get hit by a super effective move. Now I've got my next Unfezant here. I've got the Unfezant male. And this is going to be the Choice Scarf set. So I decided to give this one the Rivalry ability. So I wanted to give like all of them, like I wanted to use all the abilities this line had. So I've got Brave Bird, Facade, Night Slash, and Steel Wing. I've got Max Attack, Atom Nature, and Max Speed. So I decided to go for the Steel Wing. I thought I might try and get a defense boost. And I took the moon straight out of the sky, people, with a flying turkey. So that's another story. So the next Pokemon to come in here is going to be Meowth. I'm going to swap the Unfezant out, and I'm going to go back into Tranquil, because I know Tranquil can deal with this Meowth pretty well so far from what I've seen. So Meowth's going to go for Fake Out again, obviously for a little bit of damage there. If it does have another normal type move, it'll probably hit me a bit harder, and that is going to be Last Resort. Tranquil only just lives that, which is very nice, and now I can get a Roost up here. So I mean, Meowth can go for a Last Resort again. I can go for Roost. I can even go for Feather Dance too. So I could go for another Feather Dance and Roost. So I believe I'd be able to eventually stall that the Meowth. Next Pokemon to come in here is going to be the Staryu. So I went for Feather Dance, and well, unless it's a physical Staryu, I don't think it's going to be affecting Staryu too much. So Staryu's going to go for a Scald here. It's going to obviously outspeed me. It doesn't do a lot of damage because I'm very bulky, but it does burn Tranquil, which kind of sucks because I actually went for Fly this turn. So I thought, well, Staryu doesn't really have the great, unless it's like a bulky Everlight set, Fly should do, like a decent amount of damage to it. So we're going to go for Fly here on the Staryu, and you can really see how much damage that Will-O-Wisp or Burn from the Scald actually did to me, right? I mean, they both burn. So Staryu's going to go for another Scald, and that is going to be the end of Tranquil there. But yes, like, what do you think about it shiny? Like, I think the green would have looked cool passing through to Unfezant. So we're going to go to Unfezant Female. So Unfezant Female is like a light browny color, whereas Unfezant Male sort of got that pink, like pinkiness on its head and the like lower green body. Essentially, they're the same except for like the little, like, what would you call that in top of its head? There's a specific word for that. I'm not sure. Anyway, Unfezant is going to be a special set. So we got Focus Energy, Hurricane, Heat Wave, and Echoed Voice and Super Luck. And I've got Citrus Berry as the item. Max Speed, Max Special Attack, Modest Nature. Now, these Pokemon really aren't the fastest Pokemon in the world either. So, I mean, you've got the option to Dynamax suit to increase speed. So this Staryu is going to go for a Scald here. It burned me on the first one, and it's doing a lot of damage, which is very, very scary. I'm going to go for Hurricane, and that is going to be enough to take out Staryu. So that Staryu caused me a lot of issues there, burning two of my Unfezants. Not so much my, not so much my special attacker, but definitely my Tranquil. So next Pokemon is going to be the Ponyta. So it's like, okay, well, I should be able to take this out fairly easy. Ponyta is going to go for Attract here, so it's going to attract the Unfezant. And Unfezant, I'm hoping to get like one Hurricane off or an Echoed Voice, something like that. I decided to go for Echoed Voice if I could build this up, and it didn't do a lot of damage there. So like, okay, this Ponyta is definitely an Everlighted set. So Unfezant has got one more turn. I could have gone for Hurricane there, but I decided to go for Echoed Voice instead. Now the Ponyta is going to go for Morning Sun. I'm like, oh, this is good. So I can actually go for Echoed Voice again. As you use Echoed Voice, it exponentially gets more powerful, more powerful. So I went for it again, and Unfezant got immobilized by love. I was like, man, that really, really sucks. So unfortunately, like, that Staryu's burn, like that cost me another Pokemon. So I'm down to one more Pokemon. This is my very last Pokemon. I haven't Dynamax Eevee yet, so I thought it might be time to Dynamax here. So I've got Max Darkness, which is 120 base power, and I know this Ponyta has some bulk to it. I don't know whether it's like I'm not really sure if it's just max health and max speed or something like that. I don't really know with an Everlight, but I know that it's got some bulk to it, because Echoed Voice probably should have done like a little bit more than that. Right, so Dynamax Unfezant, this would feed you for every Thanksgiving in your entire life. Now, Unfezant should be able to do a fair bit of damage here. I get outspent. Horn Drill was the other move I had. Thank goodness I went for Dynamax here. I almost didn't go for Dynamax here. I was actually going to save it. So I'm glad that I did it, because that Horn Drill probably would have landed knowing my life. So that's going to be the end of the Ponyta right there. So we've got two more Pokemon. We've got the Meowth, and we've got the Tranquill. So it's not often you get to see two Tranquils in one battle. So let alone one, right? So we're going to Dynamax Tranquil Wide here. Now, if you do enjoy the videos, people, please make sure you do hit a like there. Helps me out and helps you out too. Helps the video get out there, and helps you get the videos more often and stuff, and leaving comments and stuff like that. All that sort of helps. So we got Dynamax Tranquil here. It actually does look like Clover being green and stuff. So go for the Max Airstream, and that does excellent damage. Another hit will take it out. I'm assuming that Tranquil will probably go for Max Airstream here as well. Unless it goes for like, I went for Airstream in case it did go for like a normal type move to and drop my speed. I thought that'd be like a good idea regardless. So it's going to go for Max Airstream as well. And I can go for another Max Airstream to take this out. However, Tranquil's going to go for Max Guard there, stalling my last turn of Dynamax out there. It's like a feathering thing on its face. I know that it's got a particular name. Like, it's really annoying me. I really want to know the answer to that question right now. Anyway, so I'm going to go for Facade there, and that is going to be the end of the Tranquil. So all that's left now is a Meowth. Now, I know this Meowth has got Fake Out and Last Resort. So like, if I can lift the Fake Out, I'll definitely be able to take this Meowth out, right? So Meowth's going to go for that Fake Out on Unfezant. I lived that fairly well. Obviously, I'm going to get flinched. Now we're going to go for Facade here. Facade is going to take the Meowth down to its Focus Sash. So after all that, it did have a Focus Sash. And now Meowth is going to finish me off with Last Resort. And that is the end of the very first battle, people. We're pretty close there. I will say that Staryu actually caused me, probably the Staryu and the Meowth probably were the Pokemon that caused me the most trouble there. I guess Meowth being a little bit speedier too. Alright, let's get on to battle number 2. This is a battle against Aeron. I don't really know how to say this name. this is a 5 versus 4 battle. Now, we could have some sort of theme team here as well. So, once again, let me know if you can see a cool theme team here. It's always nice to see if people can guess, or maybe it's something I don't know that, you people do know. So, we got a first turn Trick, and I got a Toxic Orb, and they got my Choice Bands. Like, man, that was pretty rough. So, go for U-turn down Obscure. Still doing pretty good damage. I'm pretty happy with that. Now, I've got a Toxic Orb. It's like, wait a second. My Pidove's actually got Facades. That's going to help. So that was very, very lucky. So going into Unfezant now, Obstacle is probably going to live this Brave Bird right here. And it did. I was like, man, that was very, very close. Now Obstacle is actually going to go for a fling, and it's going to troll fling the Choice Band back at me. Not that it really did a lot of damage there. So now I'm just going to go for another Brave Bird because I am Choice Scarfed here. And that's going to be the end of the Obstacle. So it was some sort of trolling Obstacle set. I don't know what the full set actually was. Was entailing, but I'm sure it was something very interesting. Next Pokemon is going to be Liepard. Liepard is going to use Fake Out here, and Fake Out doesn't do too much. It's got Life Orb as well, so I was like, okay, I'm just going to go for Brave Bird again. I've got the Choice Scarf. I'm guessing they don't know that I've got Choice Scarf probably until now. So that's going to be there. A Liepard, which is very, very good there. I am going to take some more recall damage. So Unfezant probably has one more good Brave Bird left in it, then it's going to be Fainty. Next Pokemon is going to be Eevee. So I was like, okay, I wonder if Eevee's got Quick Attack. It didn't have Quick Attack. I just went for Brave Bird again, and it's going to take Eevee down to its Focus Sash. I did have a little feeling that it would actually have that. Now, Unfezant is going to faint due to the recall damage here, and the Eevee's actually going to go for a Workup. And I was like, okay, interesting. I wonder what they're going to do with this Eevee. It's only got 1 health. Maybe they'll go for, like, Workup, Quick Attack or something like that. I'm not really sure. So I'm going to go into the Unfezant, the female Unfezant. I was like, okay, I've got a good spare turn here. Let's go for Focus Energy. So with the Focus Energy and Super Luck, that's going to really be nice. They're getting me all the crits in the world. So Eevee's going to go for Baton Pass. Like, okay, so they're passing the stats off onto another Pokemon. It could be a mix or a mixed attack, a physical attack, or special. I've got no idea. So in comes the Corviknight. Thankfully, I've got Heat Wave on this set. Heat Wave does excellent damage to Corviknight. I got the critical hit. Obviously, it didn't miss or anything, which is really good. Corviknight is going to have a weakness policy. I'm like, oh no! And it's going to be activated, and now it's going to go for Power Trip. Like, I see. So they did the Power Trip. So they got 2 boosts from the Workup, and then they got like a crazy amount of boosts of weakness policy. So I don't know if they predicted a Heat Wave there. I think they just swapped the Workup. So I think they were a little bit fortunate there. They got that boost. So here comes another Power Trip there. The only reason Tranquill actually lived that was due to the bulk there. And now I'm going to fly high in the sky. There's not a lot I can really do here. So go for Fly on the Corviknight. Corviknight's going to take very minimal damage here. I can't do much. It's not like I can go for like a, Toxic. Corviknight's going to go for Revenge, and that's the end of Tranquill. So now I'm only down to Pidove, and it's not looking good, people. It's looking pretty nasty. So I have a Dynamax here. I'm like, you know what? It's time for Dynamax Pidove. Like, sometimes these things have to happen. Corviknight swaps down. I'm like, what? I could have gone and taken that out. And we got the Dustor coming. So they probably expected me to go for a normal type move. Fair enough. On this turn, I actually went for a Dynamax Max Airstream. So I could boost Pidove's speed. I thought that would be enough to actually take the Corviknight out as well. Like, it wasn't going to do like amazing damage, but it should have been enough, right? So anyway, we got a little pigeon here. I guess I've actually got we've actually got like racing pigeons at home, which are, well, not technically my home, but they have been in the family and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. Has anyone ever done racing pigeons before? So regardless, we're going to go for a Max Airstream. I got that boost in speed, which is good. Now I'm going to go for Max Airstream on the Dustor here. That actually does really good damage, so the next hit will take Dustor out. Now, I'm not sure sure what this Dustor set was, but I know that it probably had a Ghost Smooth. It had like some sort of strategy with Skill Swap, but obviously that's not going to work on a Dynamax Pokemon, so their moveset looked to be, pretty useless against any Dynamax Pokemon. And with the typing as well, having a Ghost type move, like, really couldn't do too much there. I'm sure it might have had a status move too, but Pidove was already, poisoned, so that wasn't going to be doing much there. Plus, I think it was just stalling up my Dynamax. Next Pokemon is going to be the Corviknight. So I was like, all right, well, I can go, I guess I can go for an attacking move right here. I'm out of Dynamax. Corviknight will probably be able to live this now that I'm out of Dynamax. So I went for Facade there, and Facade is not going to take out the Corviknight. Now, Corviknight is going to go for a Body Press here. Body Press is not going to take out Pidove, which is interesting. I do have max health on this, so that's why I'm tanking hits a lot better than, you know, what you probably expected. So I wasn't actually running max speed. So go for another Facade, and Corviknight is going to be fainting there. Perhaps Corviknight probably should have stayed in with the power trip earlier on. It might have lived my Dynamax really badly, but then again, it might not have. So, last Pokemon is the Eevee we've seen from before. I'm going to outspeed that, and Pidove is going to take the rest of the battle out with a critical hit on Eevee to 1 health. That's pretty savage, and that is the end of the battle. I'm not sure what sort of, if that was some sort of theme there, but interesting. So we're going to go to battle number 3 here, people. This is a battle against Super Bowser. We got a 4 versus 4 battle today. And we may have a double upload today too. I'm not sure whether it's going to be, it's either going to be a Pokemon sweep or another theme team. Might be a double theme team day. I'm not really sure, depending on what's going on. So first Pokemon is going to be Hitmontop, and it's called Not PG Stream. I don't know what they're talking about there. I think they're trying to roast and say my streams are not PG, which they definitely are, right? There's Pokemon battles, there's Salt. There's no pickles, that sort of thing. So we're going to have a Hitmontop going for a sucker punch there. I popped the dual wing beat, and that did excellent damage on Hitmontop. That is going to be enough to take it out. Now, apparently the Hitmontop's item was Focus Sash, so that dual wing beat actually countered the item really, really nicely. Next Pokemon is going to be Rhyhorn. I can't use any ground-type moves. I'm sure that's got like a rock-type move, right? So I have to watch out for this Pokemon. So like, okay, let's instantly go into Tranquill here. I'll go for Toxic, and at least I'll get some damage. Now, Rhyhorn's going to go for Stealth Rock, which sucks because this team is very, very weak to our, Stealth Rock. Like, when you look at this team, like it's weak to so many things. It's like Electric, Ice, Rock. Like, it's very, very bad, lots of, type weaknesses. So, Rhyhorn is going to be a Horn Drill. So, it's got Stealth Rock and Horn Drill. Like, okay, I have to assume it's got a ground-type move, too. I don't know what its other move is. So, it's got ground-type move, Stealth Rock, and Horn Drill. So, I don't know, maybe Horn Drill is its only way of hitting Tranquill at the moment. Or maybe they're trying to troll me, or it's a combination of both. Now, I'm going to keep going for Fly and Toxic combination here. I know that Fly's not really doing much, but the good thing about it is when the Tranquill is in the sky, it's actually still doing Toxic damage at the same time to this Rhyhorn, right? And I'm sure this is an Everlight Rhyhorn too, so it's got some extra bulk. Tranquill is going to fly high in the sky once again there. Horn Drill obviously is going to miss, so I think I've got this Rhyhorn now. They can't really do anything. They haven't revealed their last move, though. That's the only thing. I was like, maybe it's got like something annoying like Rest or something like that. So go for another fly here. Rhyhorn's on its last legs, and it's going to pull out a Stone Mist. I'm like, oh, it does have a rock type move. Stone Mist does a lot of damage to me, but it doesn't take me out due to the Tranquill, Everlight, and, max health and stuff like that. So the overall bulk. Rhyhorn is going to be fainting right there, so that's good. Next Pokemon to come out here is going to be One Hit KO Hacks 2.0. So this obviously has a Guillotine, right? It's going to go for a Dragon Claw, and that's going to take out Tranquill. Or maybe it does have Guillotine. Maybe that's just like a nickname. So that's Tranquill gone, my bulky Pokemon. Now we're going to go into Pidove. I was like, I wonder if I can outspeed Haxorus and live this move. I was like, I doubt it, but let's see. So I'm going to go for Quick Attack here. I decided against going for Dual Wing Beat because I thought Haxorus would outspeed me. Even with no speed EVs, it was still going to do that like a troll item. So Pidove is going to faint there, and I've lost half my team so far. So Haxorus also have leftovers too, which is a little bit annoying. So it's going to be, it might be a bulky set. So swapping in Unfezant, and now going to take some unpleasant Stealth Rock damage here. So, there goes a lot of my health already. It's not looking good. So go for Hurricane on the Haxorus there. Good damage. I like that. And I've got a Confusion Light. That's really, really good. I can perhaps go for a Focus Energy on this turn. Now, Haxorus is going to go for Guillotine. I knew that it would have it because it was called One Hit KO Hacks. So, we got some more leftover recovery here. So I was like, okay, we'll go for Hurricane or Echoed Voice. I was like, you know what? Let's not go for Focus Energy. Let's go for the Echoed Voice. I'm going to build this up. So I got a critical hit, which is nice. So the next one's going to hit really, really hard here. Hoping the Haxorus misses or hits Self Confusion. And Guillotine lands. Like, that's really, really unlucky there. Because that Haxorus was confused, and it used a one-hit KO move too. So the chances of it actually landing that were kind of slim, and it defied all the odds and landed. So I'm like, man, I've only got one more Pokemon left. This is not looking too good. So we're going to go into the Unfezant now. So Unfezant can go and outspeed this quite easily. And I'm thinking, like, what do I lock myself into? It's like, I don't want to lock myself into any moves yet. How about I go for Dynamax and then I pick what move I lock myself into afterwards. So, if instead of me just go for Brave Bird right there, then go for Dynamax. So we're going to go for that Dynamax Unfezant. And it's going to be, it's easily going to be able to outspeed the Haxorus. My my last Unfezant outsped it too, and they were the same. Yeah, they were the same, like, same speeds though, right? So instead of going for max airstream, I went for the max steel spike because I'm going to boost up my defense. So I'm going to try and make this Tranquill, like, reasonably bulky. And I was thinking, I don't know if I want to actually use Brave Bird after Dynamax if given the choice. Next Pokemon is going to be, wait, we've had a Ponyta, now we have a Rapidash. So Rapidash has got Anticipation, and it can see my Steel type move, which is pretty funny. So I could go for a Steel Wing again for super effective damage, or I could go for a Dark type move there, Max Darkness, or I could go for, I was thinking maybe I should go for like a speed boost. Like, maybe I should go for Airstream to outspeed. Right, it might be like faster than me. You never know, right? So I decided here to go for that, and I actually went for the Airstream, and the Rapidash is going to block my attacking moves. Like, okay, that's a good play there. You know, dodging the damage. Now this turn, instead of going for Airstream, I went for the Max Strike, and Max Strike did excellent damage, and that's also going to drop the Rapidash's speed too, which is going to be very, very handy. Now, Rapidash this turn is going to go for a Max Mind Sword. Max Mind Sword doesn't do a lot of damage to me, but I'm out of Dynamax this turn. So, like, okay, I'm hoping I can take Rapidash out the next turn, right? Because now I'm going to have to rely on... I've got Brave Bird. Like, I've got Brave Bird. I have to go for Brave Bird or Facade. Brave Bird's got the highest base power. Steel Wing is super effective, and as is Night Slash. So I decided to go for the Brave Bird, and that was probably just enough to take out the Rapidash there in Dynamax. And that is the end of the third and final battle with the Pidove Evolution team. Hope you enjoyed this one, people. There could be a video later on. There'll definitely be a video tomorrow too, and there'll be a stream, of course, tomorrow too, my usual battle stream. All right, people. Peace out.